Hey there, you beautiful heathen.
I'm Jacob from the Wisdom of Odin page, kind of talking about my life a little bit. So I live here. I live in a city because my job is in media. And so I have to live in a place like this. But also I worship the old gods. So what do? Do I, do it here? Do I have slaughter a goat in the corner? No, I can't do that. I have to actually go into nature. So even though I love living in a city and I have to live in a city, I really want to live in nature. So I can't worship my gods, at least not well, in a concrete jungle. And I know one of the things Matthew is working so hard to do is to create an environment around cities that people can come and enjoy the sustainable lifestyle that we crave. So I'm honored to work with him on these projects and work with him in these videos. Thank you, Matt.
If you remember, in this Vicky's Secrets, I made a pledge that upon 1,000 subscribers, I would start the efforts to bring at least a minimum of 20-acre food forests to one major metropolitan area in each state in the United States. Hopefully this is something that can become worldwide. But imagine, if you will, 20 acres dedicated to producing food, fiber, fuel, and medicine in an ecologically friendly way. And this little grove that I'm standing in is a perfect example. This is natural, to my knowledge. This is not man-planted. But in this 50 square foot area that I'm standing in, and it's hard to tell since things are just waking up from their winter slumber, but there's hawthorn, there's currants, there's elderberry, there's roses, there's chokecherry. What else do we got here? We've got some stinging nettle. Last summer when I was in this grove, I counted at least 6 different edibles and 12 different medicinal plants. So imagine a 20-acre parcel that has maybe 5 to 6 acres of fairly intense cultivated annual crops. But interspersed in those rows of annual crops, we have perennial hedgerows with medicinal or food-bearing plants, shrubs, small trees, etc., that help buffer the climate and create a more hospitable growing zone for the annuals. And then as you move out from that, we get into savannas, which have chestnuts, hickories, pecans, large trees that provide food or medicine for those that are members of the community, and provide habitat for grazing animals. And maybe that's another 5 to 6 acres. And then surrounding that, we have wild forests that are mainly managed as forests, maybe providing firewood for the community with coppice trees that grow back quickly, such as black locust. These are all concepts that we explore in other videos here on the channel. Videos I recommend looking at would be Inigard and Utengard, how permaculture zoning relates to those philosophies for the modern heathen. We can look at water catchment, honoring Thor's gifts, another video that is great and I highly recommend. But we can use all these principles that create a better world to provide food, fiber, fuel, and medicine for our heathen community. And I know not all of us have access to land to do this ourselves. And that's why I want to create these heathen sacred spaces, return to the Ironwood, create wild or a more wild agricultural landscape that allows us to provide for our community. Now the real work begins. I'm going to look at forming a nonprofit organization to advance this. But we need more heathens to join this tribe. So share this video, share my other videos. Let's get more heathens on board. And if you want to help me grow this channel so I can help promote this message, please consider joining my Patreon page. I've got newly revamped levels, membership levels, great packages that would allow me to invest in better gear so I can make better videos to try and reach a larger heathen audience. You'll allow me to have the time and the funds to visit some agroforestry farms that I know are doing a great job, and they may not all be heathen farmers, but they are practicing things that are so ecologically sound and allow us to connect with our ancestors, witness the gods, honor the land, that we can't ignore it. And then I'm thinking once it may be 5,000 members in the tribe, trying to kickstart GoFundMe, something like that, to raise the money to get this land and make this a reality to serve our heathen community. If this is something you want to see happen, join the iWalls Initiations Facebook group. There is a link in the show notes, and you'll see a sticky note that says something about returning to the Ironwood or maybe the Ironwood Forestry Initiative. I need other people to help me lay out the groundwork for this. I want to give a special thanks to Jacob at the Wisdom of Odin for his feature in this video.